All right, so hey, this is a video for HRs working with the ISR roster. I got Leo here, and we're logged into Kristen's from Carlsbad's Salesforce account. And Leo, what's if Kristen wants to get people onboarded in ISRs in Salesforce? How does she do that?
Okay, so the first thing you would do, obviously, is click on the tab that says Inside Sales Representatives. All right. Since it's a new caller coming in, you would create a new
Clicking on the new button.
button.
And okay, so here's the information. Basically, the person's name. Now it says inside sales rep name and then first name and last name.
Right. So all you would do is you would enter in the first name in the first name field. Right. And then you would enter the branch, which is obviously Carlsbad if you're Kristen. Then you would activate employee and put in their start date, which is today. Then you would enter their title. And every inside sales representative is supposed to be assigned a team lead upon hire. So you would enter in whoever the team lead they're assigned to was. Then you would enter in a contact number that they gave you on their application so that their team lead can contact them if they're late or doesn't show up or anything like that. I understand that sometimes they don't get an ADP ID right away, so you would either put TBD or...
If they don't have it, TBD to fill it in later.
Or you can fill it in if you have it already. Right?
All right.
And then you would enter training. You would put first or week 1. Right? Okay. So you would save the record.
All right, so then here you got to put John Doe.
So you have to put the full name.
So you're putting in the first name and last name there, and then the repeat it here.
Yeah.
And then save. All right, so that's how to add a person, and once that person's added, we're going to delete it because that person doesn't exist.
Right.
You can actually we'll delete it, and that person's gone.
Right.
All right.
Now, if you wanted to deactivate callers, or if you had somebody, a lot of people getting let go in a certain day or week or whatever.
All right. So we want to make sure that we go to a particular Carlsbad Inside Sales. So we go into here, and then we click. This is important. Like so, if Kristen's doing this, she's going to go to Carlsbad. She's going to click Go. And so that pulls up this. And so the primary responsibility for HR is activating and deactivating. So we already entered in one, but what about, these are all people that are active. And this list is saying, hey, these are all the people that are active. But a lot of times people leave for various reasons. And so what HR can do is Kristen can just go through and say, hey, you know what? Probably might want to group them by team lead. So then you have all these team leads. Now some don't have team leads. I think that's going to not happen. It's going to be a rarity because everybody needs a team lead. We also have the team leads moving people around. So they should be. Everybody should have a team lead. But when people on, say, Brandon's team, all these people were deactivated, Kristen would just go in here, select the ones that are deactivated, double click, and then say it's unchecked, so they're not going to be active, and then say I want all of these 11 to not be active, and if she hits save here, I won't, because it's live data, all of those would not be active. So we got 11 checked, and we're going to uncheck those 11. Okay, now is there anything else that HR would need to do?
So let's just say you want to see you just want to see the rosters, and you want to see the new Salesforce report that we have that they use to take attendance and the other things that you need to see, right? You would click on reports. Then you would type in team lead roster, and then you would click on your corresponding office, which would be Carlsbad if you're Kristen, right? And then you would have this view. So every day they will update this information, whether it's the team leads, the ISMs, or the assistants, whether or not somebody's here or aren't here that day. The way that you know that it's updated is the column that says last modified date at the top.
Yeah, and I'm just going to switch here to LA because LA, we've been working with them the last few days, and so they actually have been updating it today regularly. So just to kind of give you a view of some live data changes, roster, and we're looking, let's just go Los Angeles. Now here, we got a lot of information.
Okay, so this is the way it's gonna look. So you're gonna have all this data. They're gonna go in, and as soon as someone arrives, they're gonna put them in on time or late or sick. If they have notes, they're gonna enter in the notes say, hey, this person arrived at 8, he's late, or whatever you need them to do, and then you can actually see a live roster of everybody who's active in Salesforce. So, if you ever need to actually see that it's already online, all you would need to do is at a certain point of the day, you can either have them or you can do it yourself. You can export the data.
Okay, so yeah, exporting right here is, so if you want this as a spreadsheet, some people like that, but once you take it out, then it's kind of static, but all you do is just hit export, and then it creates an Excel spreadsheet that you can email someone. So that's how easy it is. Just save it, and then you got an Excel spreadsheet.
With all the information that you need.
Yeah, all the information from that report.
Exactly.
All right, so then when you're done with that, hit done, and it'll take you back to the report. Attendance. What Leo and I in our training video for ISMs is to alert HR by 8 a.m. Who is there, and they can use either this report.
Well, by whatever certain time in the morning, I know Orlando starts at 9, maybe, I think. I'm not sure. But, whatever deadline you give them to send their attendance, you just want a simple, yeah, I did my attendance, or attendance is done, or whatever. So you know when to export this information, because it might have some of the information from the previous day, and you don't want to get it confused. So you still want to get a confirmation from your inside sales, whichever way you want to do it, or have them do it, just to confirm that they've done it for today. So you know when to export this information for your records.
Yeah, and we spoke to Michael Bruskin, so just make sure that you talk to him and that he is on par with what we're saying. I think we're right, but just double check that, because by the time you watch this, maybe the policy would change, but I think that's kind of the way we've done it in the past, or you've done it in the past. But any questions, contact Michael Bruskin about attendance. All right, and thank you. That's great.